na guys. Okay. Wait lang. Okay guys, start. Hi everyone, we are Group 4 and our study is about exploring senior high school students' experience towards buying Class A products in UNIDA Christian colleges. For introduction,
For the background of the study, this study explains that senior high school students are active consumers influenced by trends and social media. Because of limited budgets, many choose affordable alternatives like Class A products instead of original branded items, especially in communities such as Unidoc Christian colleges where affordability and accessibility matter. Although these products may raise concerns about quality and ethics, students still buy them for self-expression, social belongingness, and practicality. The study aims to understand their reasons for buying, their perception of quality, and how these purchases affect their self-image and social relationships.
For our SOP, our study focuses on senior high school students' experiences from Oneida Christian colleges in buying Class A products. This study aims to explore the experiences and perception of the students regarding Class A products. Specifically, this study seeks to answer the following questions. Number 1. How do the students perceive the affordability and qualities of Class A products compared to the original products? Number 2. How do the students describe their experiences when purchasing Class A products? And number 3. What challenges do the students encounter when buying Class A products?
for mythology,
For the research design, our study used a qualitative approach to understand the real experiences of students when purchasing Class A products. It uses a phenomenological research design which focuses on how students think, feel, and give meaning to their experiences. Before gathering data, permission was secured from the participants. In-depth interviews were then conducted, audio recorded, and supported by note-taking to ensure that the information collected was accurate and complete.
hello.
For our procedure, we first asked permission from the school, then we selected senior high school students who have experience buying Class A products. We conducted semi-structured interviews to let them share their experiences. Their answers were recorded and transcribed for analysis. We also ensured that all participants gave consent and that their identities were kept confidential.
For our data analysis, we use thematic analysis to examine the interview data and we identify the common themes in the students' experiences and opinion when buying Class A products. The interview we gathered were transcribed, and in the important statement were highlighted and similar ideas were grouped into themes such as their personal preference, satisfaction, social influence, affordability, and budget. These themes were carefully reviewed and refined to ensure they accurately reflect the participants' experience.
For our results and discussions,
Again, the question for SOP1 is how do the student perceive the affordability and qualities of Class A products compared to the original products? Based on the collected data, the finding revealed that students value the evaluation of Class A products before buying the products. Based on these quotes, students specifically value the evaluation of affordability, quality, and easy access of the products.
For the SOP number 2, the question is, how do the students describe their experiences when purchasing Class A products? We have two teams po here, and the team 2 is smart sourcing, and the code 2.1 is moderate price. The moderate price is that the Class A product is not so much higher or so much lower price. It is moderate or budget friendly, so most of the students are buying it because it is on a budget. And for code 2.2 is the budget quality. Just like what I said, the Class A product is on a budget, but it also offer affordable quality or acceptable quality for their budget. The Team 2.1 is quality awareness. The code 2.1.1 is quality inspection. The quality inspection is the students or buyers are going to inspect their products before they purchasing it to avoid damages or flaws.
For SOP number 3, again, the question is, what challenges do students encounter when buying Class A products? From the answers from our participants, the teams and codes that has been made is for the teams it's purchasing risk, and the codes under it is one is poor quality, which majority of our participants said that Class A products mostly have a poor quality since, like what they from the previous results said, and SOP, Class A products are a lot cheaper than the original products. And for number two, the limited availability, since Class A products is not always in physical stores, you cannot get it anytime. And for number three is getting the wrong item. It stated that sometimes when you order online and you wanna purchase a Class A product, sometimes happens that the item you wanna buy is not the same that you receive. And for last is decision making, which this was answered because um, from the questions for SOP number 3 is for disadvantages and mostly risk. Our participants explains that you have to have a decision before buying the actual product.
For our conclusion, our studies show that students in UNIDA Christian colleges make a thoughtful and practical decision when buying Class A products. Their choices are not only influenced by trends but also by affordability and financial challenges. This study highlights how students manage their money while still expressing themselves through the products they buy. It also provides valuable insights that can help future researchers and businesses better understand students' perspective and spending habits.
Nakamute po si Laviel, guys. Muted ka po, Laviel.
This study also helps parents, teachers, and businesses understand how students decide to buy products. It shows that students consider price, quality, and what they personally like. Knowing this can help adults guide students better and support them in making smarter choices.
For our recommendation, first is students. Our study recommends students. It helps them. Our study helps them to check the product's quality, compare prices, read reviews, and prioritize their needs over wants. Our study also helps students to be much wiser and smart consumers.
For the parents po, we are encouraging them to use this research to guide their children in their decision-making skills and to develop their mind more in their to develop their mind in factors or risks na makukuha nila sa pagbili ng Class A, such as poor product durability and the possibility of getting wrong items when purchasing online. And for business owners po is we are encouraging them to saan? We are encouraging them to produce more acceptable quality products to build trust with the students or the buyers.
For educators should integrate consumer awareness and ethical purchasing practices into classes discussion, especially in business and economic courses. Students should be guided to carefully evaluate products based on their costs, quality, and long-term value. Schools can also organize workshops or lectures on consumer rights and the risk of online purchasing.
For future researchers, it is recommended to explore a larger and more diverse group of students across different schools to better understand buying behaviors. They could also examine the long term effects of purchasing Class A products on financial habits and self image, and additionally, studying the influence of emerging social media platforms and digital marketing on youth consumers' behavior could provide deeper insights.
And lastly, this is our references we gathered for our study. And that's all for our group. Again, we are group 4 and thank you.
Hoy, tignan mo.